I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this is another Higher Things video short. In my office should be a church with a thurible. Thurible is a place where incense bellows out of. And incense isn't Lutheran. That's our question today, as the frankincense fills my study at church. Now, a better question about whether it's Lutheran or not is it in the Scriptures? If it's in the Scriptures, well then it's Lutheran, whether or not we think it's Lutheran or not. Let my prayer rise before you, my prayers rise before you as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. The prayer as the incense sort of bellows up, we're remembering our prayers. The prayers of the saints, which go before Jesus, and they're the sweet aroma of his sacrifice for them, confessed to him. Incense signifies the prayers of the saints. Look at it go, smoking up my study. Now, Jesus also speaks of incense in Revelation. He is surrounded by it. There he is standing amongst the 7 lampstands, which represent the 7 churches. And the prayers of the saints are said to go up as incense before him. The sweet smell of our prayers. Incense is also presented to Jesus at Epiphany. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. This is frankincense, good incense. So I guess you could say, as my friend says, incense is good enough for Jesus, so it's good enough for Lutherans too. Old Testament, in the Old Testament, God would get angry and his nose would burn. That's how the Hebrew talks about God being mad. Look at the smoke go up. His nose burns. Well, the incense, the smell, the sweet smell of the sacrifice, soothes the anger of Yahweh, of God. The sweet smell of the sacrifice of Christ is the smell which soothes the anger of the Father, the righteous indignation, the judgment of God, not just only now, but to all eternity. Incense engages all of our senses. We see the smoke, we smell the smoke, we hear the word, we sing the word, and then we taste the body and blood of Jesus. Worship is not just one of our senses, it's all of them. Incense does that. So is incense Lutheran? Well, ask Jesus. He gets it. On Epiphany, it rolls and bellows before him and his altar. It's the prayers of the saints. And so we'll see it in heaven, so we can see it at church. During evening prayer, it's appropriate, the use of incense, and also during the divine service, it's appropriate. Incense is Lutheran. Now, we're not saying that we must use incense. We're simply saying we're free to use incense. Look at it filling the room as it fills the church and leaves the smell of the prayers of the saints, the smell of the gift given by the wise men, the smell of Jesus' sacrifice on the cross for us. I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this, in the thurible, in the air, and out of my mouth, has been another Higher Things video short.